Hello everyone, welcome once again to another Power BI related tutorial by Team Slidescope. In this part, you are learning how to create a company purchase order or a spend analysis dashboard. So this company is spending money in different areas, paying to different suppliers, buying different type of items, and this company has different buyers also or purchase managers. We also have different category of products that they are buying, so you can see category wise performance or category wise spend. You can also see item wise spend, how many monitors or laptop bags or laptop have been bought. So you will see use of these simple interactive filters to analyze your spend or analyze a company's spend. We'll also compare total quantity by item name and total cost by item name. So this will give you more realistic idea of what you are doing. You will also see how to create this line and stack column chart along with a categorization or along with categories on the bar. So this is stacked here. So this will help us in finding out the total cost paid and number of transactions by supplier and category. All of this we will understand when to use a line chart, when to use a bar chart or a donut chart, how to create a filter. So this particular tutorial is for beginners who are learning Power BI, who are learning something or who are learning how to apply Power BI on real data sets. So let's get started with it. So the data set that we are using here is spend analysis data set or company's purchase data set. So company purchasing data set has 500 rows and 9 columns. It can be downloaded from Kaggle, and its use cases are spend analysis, supplier performance, cost optimization. Now in the data set we have information like transactional ID, item name, category, quantity, unit price, total cost, the purchase date, supplier name, and buyer name. So supplier name and buyer name are categorical fields, so are item name and category. And then we also have three quantitative fields like quantity, unit price, and total cost. And we have the date field, which is purchase date. So on the basis of this, we will prepare a very simple dashboard. And as a company owner or as a business owner, if you want or if anyone wants to create a simple dashboard using Power BI that can help them in spend analysis, that can help them in finding out their supplier performance, cost optimization. So this particular data set can be used there, that particular dashboard will be used there. So let's get started with it. To create the dashboard, we will open Power BI desktop, click on get data, connect the text CSV file. Then we will locate the CSV file and open it. After the file is open, you can see transaction ID, item name, everything is appearing. We are not seeing any header misconfiguration here. Just to visualize what data types these columns have, we will go to transform data. So in transform data, it will open Power Query Editor window. Here you can see transaction ID is ABC, item name is ABC, which is a string. So its category quantity is being represented as an integer value. Unit price is being represented as a decimal value. Total cost also decimal value. Purchase date as calendar, which I was worried might not come, but it is coming, so it's okay. Then supplier name and buyer are also appearing as ABC, which is a string value. Then we will simply close and apply. After we close it and apply, it will load 500 rows. The first thing that we are going to do, as we have done in many other videos, we create a simple dashboard heading, and the dashboard heading that we are using is company purchasing dataset spend analysis. Or we can write company purchase orders spend analysis. I will correct the spelling. We will use font size around 28, and we will use a particular color. So this time we are going to use this color from theme. Later we will go to view and just choose whatever theme we like, or you can choose it in the beginning as well. Every theme has a different color palette. Now what I am going to do, I will go to effects. From effects we will enable shadow and visual border, and then I will reduce the height a little bit. Let's collapse the filter screen. Next we can add some icons over here which will represent spend analysis. So from Canva or ChatGPT or other resources you can download these icons for free. We will go to insert, we will go to image, and we will find out some assets. In assets we have this particular icon which I am going to use here. I will just increase its height and I will put it here. This particular icon, I'm just putting it here just to add some graphical element to our dashboard. And then in general effects we'll enable visual border here also. So we can also copy format painter and apply it here. This particular area we will use for sidebar for graph or filters. In the spend analysis dashboard, first thing that we will do, we will build some KPIs. So we will add card visual here. In the card visual, first of all we will use format painter to apply the border, and then we will add quantity, like what is the total quantity that has been sold. So let's apply it. So the total quantity that has been sold is 4820. And you can do one more thing here. You can disable the category label, go to general setting. In title we will write total quantity sold. We will make the heading color as this, align it in center, make it bold, increase the size. So this is total quantity sold. Now we will copy it. Next is what is total cost. So here you can see quantity, unit price and total cost. Like this will be the total cost or total amount is spent. So since this is not a sales data set, so I will just call it total quantity purchased. I made a mistake there. And this will be total cost paid or total expenditure. Now we have total cost paid. We will also drag unit price here and select average unit price of products. So we'll simply write average unit price. Let's copy one more time. We will put it like this with equal gaps. And here we are just going to put total number of transactions. So from the transaction ID we will count distinct, and in general we will just write total transaction or total number of transaction. However you want to write, you can write it like that. So we have our company purchase order spend analysis dashboard here. Next, in the date that we have, so you can see we have values of 2024 only, right? So in the dates that we have information of different months. So we will see in different months how much have we spent or how much this company has spent. For that, we will use line chart, because a line chart is a great way to analyze amount spent or amount earned, you know, in different dates. So we will put purchase date here, and it will automatically select year, and on y axis we will bring total cost. Now the thing is, it will show only one particular dot here, because it will summarize the data for 1 year only. So we can remove year from here, because we know that it is all for 2024. Now when we will click on drill, we can either go to months, day, or you can go to quarter. You can see that total cost by quarter is maximum is in quarter 4, minimum in quarter 3. Similarly, month wise, we can see it is maximum in the month of September. So this is how you can analyze the data. We can copy the formatting and apply it here. Here you can see, obviously after applying the formatting, you can use these drill down, because you can turn on the drill mode and then click a data point to drill further. So it's your choice. So this is sum of total cost by month, or we can also say total amount is spent by month or cost paid by month. So since it is dynamic, you can see, so instead of changing anything here, we will change or rename it here. So total amount spent by month, by day, or by quarter. So this way you can make the headings dynamic. Now this is total amount spent by month. We also have different categories, right? For example, we have categories like accessory, electronics, furniture, office supplies, etc. So if you want to find out total amount spent by month in different categories, what we can do, there is a legend field here. We can bring the category here. So then you will be able to see for different categories. And most amount is spent by this company is for electronics. Okay, that's what we can see from here. Now whatever fields we are adding here, for analysis, we can also create a simple slicer. This slicer will work as an interactive filter, and in this filter we will put that particular category, and we will go to slicer setting and say this is going to be a drop down list. In general, as we do, mostly we go to slicer header and enable and increase the font size a little bit, select heading like this, and we can change the color. Similarly, for values, we will increase the values to 14 pixel as well, make them bold, and select a font color like this. So we have our values now. If you want to see for a specific category or compare two of them, in office supplies we can see spent is very less. So in office supplies, most amount was spent once in January, then in December. So this way you will be able to analyze your requirements, and on the basis of your requirements, how performance is, how much amount is being spent. Next, we can copy this, so we can use the format painter and apply it here. So this way our slicers will be ready. We can copy and paste it, so this slicer will be here. And next we can use is buyer, like we want to see buyer wise amount is spent, like Aaron, Rebecca, who was the buyer who bought these things. So you can see by Aaron, Amy, Barry, Cynthia. So you will be able to see buyer-wise transactions, total quantity purchased, total cost paid, average unit price paid, total number of transactions. So we can see Amy paid around 51.74k dollars. Now, since we have included buyer, we would also like to see buyer wise performance, buyer wise total cost paid. For that, we can use line chart also, but we will go with a stack column chart. For this stack column chart, we will just copy the formatting and apply it here. In x-axis, we will put buyer name. So on x-axis, we put the categorical field, and on y-axis, we put the total cost. And this will automatically sort data. So with the help of that, we can see Walter has paid most amount. We can go to format visual part and enable data labels if you want to see those values as well. Now let's say we also want to see at what average unit price have they bought these products. So we will just change this stack column chart to line and stacked column chart, and after that we will have a line y-axis field where we will bring unit price and we can bring the average price. So you can see on an average Barry has paid most amount, like on an average per product if you will see, or per transaction if you will see, Barry has paid most amount. Then we also have Rebecca, and lowest will be in the case of Kevin, and you can see Kevin has spent less also. So this way you will be able to analyze that. Obviously now since we have added these details, this may be too much to analyze. So you can go and disable the data labels if you want and keep it simple. So it's your choice. So this way we have the company spend analysis. We also have the supplier name. So we will add another filter here, and that filter will be the supplier. So just replace this particular value with supplier. So we can see how much have we paid to CC. So when we select CC, this is name of our company supplier. So total quantity purchased, total cost paid, on an average what unit price is 509. From FWL you can see average unit price difference is there, total number of transactions are there. So we want to see total number of transactions and total cost paid by supplier. So we can make a simple copy of this because this will help us in analyzing that part. So instead of buyer we will just put supplier name here, and this will say sum of total cost, and here we will just find out total quantity purchased. So in line y-axis we will bring count of transactions. So count of transactions district. So this will tell us that this is sum of total cost and this is count. So if we simply see for the supplier or to the supplier TI, most amount has been paid to this supplier and most quantity has been bought from this particular supplier. And since we also want to know what are the categories that we have purchased, right? So like obviously we have bought more amount of products from QDL, although this is just a random name. So in this type of chart there is a legend, column legend, and in column legend we can bring category. So now you will be able to see that mostly we have bought electronics from these different suppliers. Okay, this is now clear. And stationery purchase is very less, and we also have furniture. So obviously from QDL this particular area looks more, so we can say that we have bought more furniture from QDL than OC. Then we can see it is FWL. So you will now understand what you have bought from these suppliers, how much have you bought for each category, and how much and how many quantity of products have you bought. So this is very important. Next, we can also include item name if you want to see item wise performance. So here we have the item names like annual software, desk chair, laptop, etc. So obviously we have category, and so we have all the categorical fields here, and if you have more you can put them as a filter here. If you want to learn Power BI, you can learn at slidescope.com, or you can simply subscribe to our channel so that you can receive regular video updates, video tutorials. Not just Power BI, we post videos related to Python, Tableau also, so that you can learn from there as well. Now we will see item wise quantity and item wise purchase. So for that we will simply use a donut chart. I will simply make a copy first of all, and after making a copy I will just change it to donut chart. Here instead of supplier I will just use item name, and then we will put sum of total cost here. So sum of total cost wise we can see that this company has bought mostly laptops are bought if you see sum of total cost wise. And we can also do one more thing here. So we can create a simple copy for it. So I will just make some space over here. Let me do it quickly. Okay, so I have made some space. So this is sum of total cost by item name, and here I will just see quantity wise, like are we buying more. So if you see quantity wise also, around 652 laptop bags have been bought, and this is actually laptop. Okay, so if you will see in the categories laptop, this is laptop which is 532, and that's why if you will use item name like this you will be able to see the values. So in order to see those values we can enable data labels now. So we can enable data label here, enable data label here. Okay, so you will be able to see those values. Now let's say we want to compare how many laptop and laptop bags have we bought. So we will select both of them, and you can see quantity wise we have bought 652 laptop bags and 532 laptop, but amount that we have paid obviously, which is quite logical here, the amount of laptop bags will be quite less from what a laptop price is. So that's how you can find it. You can select other values also and see product wise data. So let's select some products here. So this is a simple dashboard that will help any company in analyzing their purchase orders or spend analysis, and this is dashboard 1. For this company or more companies might record different type of values, so we will come up with more purchase order related dashboards. This type of data can be obtained from financial accounting softwares also. So we have developed a sales CRM. I will provide the URL of this also. You can go and check out this. Steps for business owners are given here. Business owners can add their orders, view their orders, etc. So from these type of CRM softwares also, this type of data can be obtained, and importantly we can connect with them live also. For example, the CRM that we have developed, its data is stored in a MySQL database, so we can connect that as well. So this is something that I will discuss in some other part. That's why please subscribe to our channel so that we can bring more interesting content like this for you, which will help you in practicing data analysis, practicing Power BI, and seeing some practical usage of what Power BI and what these data analysis dashboards can do and help you with. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Additionally, as I said, after you create your dashboards, then you can go to view and you can select any theme. For example, select this theme and it will change the overall look and feel. So from here also you can select different themes and see which particular theme do you like. So this is something that you can do from here.